This week, we have two very important holidays. I'm not sure we call them both holidays. One's a big holiday. We have Valentine's Day this weekend. And number two, this is the week, the second week of February, where 80% of resolutions fail. 80%. Yeah, let's not call that a holiday. That's not something to celebrate, but it is something to think about and be mindful of. So what does quitting on resolutions and Valentine's Day have in common? Love, or lack of love, self-love. And I'm going to tell you how this all works. But for those of you who don't know me, I'm Kelly Page. I'm a certified transformational health and nutrition coach. And I help women feel lighter in their body so they can show up with more energy and confidence and freedom and just feel healthier overall. So one way you can do this is self-love. Now, self-love is so interesting because you might say, yeah, I love myself. But if I were to ask you right now, do you love yourself as is in this exact moment, at this exact weight, wearing these sweatpants you may have had on for 6 months, in the relationship you have, in the job you have? Do you love yourself as is in this moment? The thing is, most people don't. Or they're like, yeah, I'm almost there. I'm gonna love myself when I drop this extra 5 pounds. I'm gonna love myself when I lose this weight. I'm gonna love myself when I finally start running. I'm gonna love myself when I get out of the relationship or look for a new job. There's a lot of conditions. And you're like, yeah, I'm almost there. Or I loved myself Thursday because, I ate well, but then Friday I didn't. Here's the thing about love. You've heard this term unconditional love. Yeah, well, you know what that means, right? It means without condition. Can you love yourself unconditionally right now, in this moment, in this package, as is? It's kind of like a child, right? You love your child unconditionally, no matter what they do. Yeah, you might like them a little more if they do their homework or eat their food or whatever it is. But you never stop loving your child or a parent or a friend. There's this unconditional love that we give to other people, and we are a little more stingy on when it comes to us. That self-love for us is harder. So what does that love and health have anything to do with each other? They have everything to do with each other. Because when you love yourself, when you truly love yourself from head to toe, as is, you want to support yourself. You want to put nourishing food in your body. You want to move it. You want to have good relationships. You want to contribute on a higher level. So all of that works together. You're being supportive for yourself like you would a child. When you love your child so much, you want the best of everything for them, right? So you want to give them the best, just like you should give yourself the best. So you just have to keep trying. You have to keep showing up. And it's so much easier to do that when your heart and your head are in sync. Oftentimes, they're not in sync. You need to make yourself a priority. And I hear from so many women, especially these women like us over 40, who are doing all the things and they're supporting all the people and they're making sure their kids are okay, the spouse is okay, the house is okay, everything's clean, you're showing up for work, like all of the things. And way down at the bottom of the list is you, right? You put everyone in front of you because you're selfless and you're awesome. But you show up with an empty tank, it's hard to serve others, right? So when you make yourself a priority, when you love yourself unconditionally, you practice self-care because that is going to help everyone around you. Believe it or not, it helps you and it helps everyone around you. And I always find it interesting too when women support their friends, their great friends. And if you ever had a friend trying to lose a bunch of weight and they said, I only lost 3 pounds this month. Well, would you ever say, oh my gosh, that's horrible. You just suck at this. This is no good. No, of course you wouldn't say that. But you'd say that to yourself, wouldn't you? You're like, dang, I can't believe it. You're still not doing it. You keep saying all these things and you keep not doing it. Love yourself unconditionally. When you truly love yourself, you care about what goes inside of you. You want to move your body. You want to keep your mind still. You want to practice meditation and breathing and just being in your body. And when you're tapped into all of that, and when you're tapped into what really makes you feel good, you're gonna be healthy because you're gonna know right away. You're gonna have strong boundaries. And that's gonna mean saying no to some people. It's gonna have boundaries with friends, with family. You gotta carve out the time. You gotta carve out the time for yourself and say, this is my workout time, or I'm gonna prep some stuff for a meal, or I'm gonna have a quick meditation, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it is. You need to carve out the time and set the boundary for people around you. Because if you don't, they'll just assume like, oh yeah, she's always there. Oh no, she won't miss anything. She'll never miss anything. You need to take care of yourself, and that does set an example for your children, your friends, your spouse, whomever else. All of that is going to go a long way to improving your health. It's going to help with your self-control. When you love yourself, you're going to prioritize your sleep, your quiet time, rest. We're so bad at rest as women, aren't we? We're so bad at that because we want to do all the things and help all the people, and then we're at the end and we're like, I'm too tired. But here's one of the most important things. When, not if, but when we make a mistake or get off our path or choose something that isn't the best for us, the most important thing is to forgive ourselves and show self-compassion. It's gonna happen. Things are gonna happen, and maybe you won't get to self-care one day. But you're gonna notice it. You're not gonna beat yourself up. You're gonna notice it and be like, I would have felt so much better today if I'd eaten better. I felt so much better if I just sit quietly for a few minutes. You're just going to speak nicely to yourself, and then you're going to say, what can I do tomorrow or in the next moment to put myself back on my path? You're not going to beat yourself up for the next week going, I did that thing and that set the whole thing off. It's just like, oh yeah, I did that thing, and now tonight I'm going to go for a walk after dinner. That's what you're going to do. Course correct. Forgive yourself. Show compassion. Compassion is a hard thing. We are compassionate to so many people around us. Again, to the child who falls, we're compassionate. To our spouse and our friends, we're compassionate. But when we make a mistake, yeah. So talk to yourself like you would a family member, a friend. Show yourself love. Show yourself compassion when you fall off the path. All of these things are going to go a long way to self-love. So see what you can do today, in this week, in this month, to show yourself compassion, show yourself love. And when you show yourself this love, you're going to want to put the good ingredients in, eat well, exercise, keep your brain quiet. And if all of this feels super daunting to do on your own, I get it. That's why I work with women one-on-one to remove the obstacles that prevent them from feeling good in their body, feeling lighter in their brain, in their head, everywhere. If you need help, send me a message. You can find more information on my website tasting page. And I hope everyone has a wonderful Valentine's Day. Sending you much love.